we're going to end up making that into a budget. So we're going to connect the two. So remember how much you would make based upon, like, if you had $15 an hour. You can make that into a month. You can put that into how much you make every 2 weeks. You can put that into a yearly salary, how much you would make over a year if you were getting paid $15 an hour. So what we're going to do today is connect that with budgets. So like I said, make sure you have your Chromebooks for today. So you guys can go ahead and pop those out. Grab your Chromebooks out. You have one, Leah? You want to use mine? All right, everybody got it pulled up? Yes, no, maybe? Mariah, do you? Trust you. You got it, Johnny? Yes? Yes, maybe? Okay. First thing I want you to do is get into your Google Drive. Go to your Google Drive, and then, like I say on step number two, click on Sheets. It should look like this. It's a green little dot. So you're gonna have that little waffle box of apps. Click on the one that says Sheets. Are you guys finding it? You're already there. Way on top of the wall. You got it, DJ? That waffle. Sheets. Good. You get it? You are 100%. You got it? Okay, awesome. Everybody's there. All right, start a new one. Create a new spreadsheet. You can title it Budget, because that's what we're going to end up calling it for today. And it's an organized way to allocate your money. So remember this. Everyone should be financially planning for themselves and based upon how much money you have to spend. So if you only have $500 a month, you need to find a good way to spend that. So you can pay all your bills and you can account for all the things you want, and you maybe even have some for your own savings. Okay, so create a new spreadsheet for a budget. And it should look like this. Across the top, I want you to put, for your first box in the top left corner, I want you to put the item. Okay? In the second box, I want you to put the price. And then I want you to put a want in the third box across from the top, whether it's a want, and then the fourth box is whether it's a need. Okay? Some things are going to be things you want, some things are going to be things you need. Okay, now going down, so when we agree to this, if it's a want, just put a yes, so put a Y in there. If it's a need, put a Y in there for the need. What are some things you need versus some things you want? What's a need that you can't live without? Johnny? What's a need you have to have? Lights. Electricity. Electricity is a pretty good need. You don't want to go without electricity. Mariah, how about you? What's another need?
Water.
Water. Good. So utilities. Very good. Okay. Also, you're going to need, a need would be like rent. Like if you have to pay rent or a house payment, that's something you need to have. Otherwise, you don't get the water, you don't get the lights anyways. How about cell phone? Would that be a want or a need? That's a tough one because some people would say they need a cell phone, right? So it just depends on your level of importance. If you don't want to live without it, you don't think you could live without it, your social life would crash so so badly that you need it that much, think about that. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna start with, by assuming that you make $15 an hour, okay? Okay, $15 an hour. We need to figure out how much we would make monthly, because we want to take it over a month. Okay, so you work $15 an hour at 40 hours a week. And how many weeks are in a month? You guys answered this just not that long ago. I remember. I don't forget that easily. 4 weeks in a month. So we need to multiply 15 by 40 hours a week and then multiply by the weeks in a month to find it. So calculator here, we got 15 times 40, 600. It's $600 a week. Okay, what did I say I gotta multiply that by? How many weeks are in a month? 4. Yeah. 600 times 4. Anybody off the top of their head? 2,400. 6 times 4. Add 2 extra zeros. 2,400. That's what your budget's going to be. You have $2,400, and I'm going to put on the board what the different things that you will spend on, and you have to come up with how you're going to spend that wisely. Okay? So next step, I'm going to put on here the items. So you'll write this down on this column under items. Okay, the first thing is food. Okay? Make sure you write that down. And food consists of planning for how much groceries you're going to spend. So we need to think about what the price would be for that. So think about it, you guys. This includes eating out. So if you want to go to McDonald's or you want to go to Applebee's or you're taking someone on a date, you have to think about that too. Unless they're paying for you. Okay. Food. Next one. Transportation. Okay, so make sure you put that one in there. Transportation. We're going to pretend like you all have a car payment. Okay? You all need to travel. You need to get back and forth, so you're going to all have a job someday where some of you probably already do have a car payment. No? Mariah, you do? Okay? And we're going to say that this is $300 a month. Okay, so this is mandatory. All you guys need to put in the price for that is $300. Next one is auto insurance. So I'm just going to put insurance. And we're going to blend together your auto and your health insurance into one. Do you guys think you need insurance? Well, the state of Iowa says legally you have to have it for your car. Health insurance too. You have to have some sort of plan. So you guys have to think about those things. Okay? We're going to say this is $250 a month. Would this be a want or a need? Need. Definitely a need. You guys have to have it. Otherwise you can't drive, and otherwise you can't basically exist. You have to have it, or in case you get in trouble with health. Next thing, entertainment. Entertainment, is that a want or a need? Want. This is more of a want stuff, right? But what does it consist of? There's a lot of offshoots for this. So a lot of stuff goes into this. I'll mark some of them up here. TV and internet. So be thinking about that when you guys come up with it. Do you want that? Do you want cable TV and internet? Okay. What about movies, concerts, depending on what you guys are into, sports, your hobbies, your cell phone, all those things you need to think about go into entertainment. There's a lot. Okay? Now, there's also, if you had a credit card or if you had debt payments, okay? I'm not gonna put that on there because we're just gonna start off like you guys have a clean slate, but if you start putting yourself in debt where you get behind on your budgeting, this could be a problem for some of you. I mean, I don't know what the statistics are exactly, but there's a lot of Americans who are in credit card debt. You need to be careful with it. It's kind of nice to have that ready money, but then when you spend too much of it, you can't afford to pay it off. It puts you in a bad spot. All right, and the last one would be like personal stuff. And what kind of stuff would be in the personal stuff? What are you guys wearing right now? You gotta afford clothes, right? So this is like clothes. Okay? Any accessories that you have to have, like shoes, headbands, earrings. So how much do you think you spend on that a month? How about a gym membership? Is that important to you? Gym membership. And then, again, just household stuff. You need cleaning supplies. You need fire alarms, stuff like that, fire extinguishers, stuff for your house that you might end up needing. So, just in general, supplies. Okay. Last one, this is an optional thing. Do you want a pet? Remember, pets cost money. Got to feed them. If it's important to you, is it a need or is it a want? Some people might say it is a need, that they need the companionship. Okay? So what you're doing on the Chromebook is you're researching all those things, you're putting down what you want in your budget or something that you would pay for, and if you don't know what it costs, you just research it. Just look up the cost. Okay? You've got $2,400 to spend. All right? $2,400. That's your budget. You already have $300 going to transportation. You already got $250 going to insurance. Oh, I forgot. Your rent. Okay, for your apartment. Automatic. $425 for rent. That's including utilities and supplies. So we're not worrying about electricity or water. I know you guys came up with those as good things that you need. That's going to be already included in that. But TV and internet's not. So if you want it, you got to make sure you put it down. TV and internet is about $100 a month. Okay. Any questions? When you get done, last step would be to share it. Share it with me. That's the last step. Guys, just look up my name, put it in there. I'm going to go around and we're going to help you with things as it goes. So if you get stuck on something, you don't know a price for something, just let me know. Any questions?